Doesn't matter if there are sales, ek pe ek free, do free, doesn't matter. Back with me is Shreya Jain.
Hi! Oh, thank you so much.
For you.
These together.
Listen, don't spoil it for them, that's for later.
Okay, for later.
Hi everyone, I'm Shreya Pilgaonkar and I'm back on Simple's channel where we're going to discuss all things skincare. And back with me is Shreya Jain.
Hi!
Yes, and we're going to simplify skincare for you. It's our favorite thing to do. If you're new to this channel, I come here every week with your favorite skin influencers and experts to talk about all things skin. Simple is on this journey to help all of us just simplify skincare, not overwhelm us too much about too much information. So just sit back, relax and enjoy this conversation with us. We spoke about skin barriers last time and if you haven't heard of it, it's absolutely fine. Just go to the link below and you can watch us demystify all of that. And today is a very special episode because we're going to be discussing a very, very important and most asked question, I would say, about skincare, which is quite tricky because we're going to discuss sensitive skin. I feel that there'll be a lot of people who would be curious about it.
Yes.
And I think we've all experienced sensitive skin at some point in our lives. So just the basics of what sensitive skin really means. Are you born with it? How do you diagnose it? How should you be taking care of it? And many more questions.
A lot of questions. Let's take it slow. Let's
Yes.
simplify this up and let's start with the definition of sensitive skin. Basically, a skin that's like more reactive than the others. And what makes it more reactive is how it's built. Our skin is made up of a lot of different layers and ingredients. One of them being ceramides. Super important. Ceramides block anything to come into your skin. So it's the most important part of your skin barrier.
Right.
But people who have lesser ceramides on their skin tend to have more sensitive skin. So even if you use very mild fragrance or very mild color, it would affect you way more. Now obviously not everyone has extremely sensitive skin. It differs from person to person.
Right.
You can also develop skin sensitivity if you use something that's too harsh on your
If you're
skin.
allergic to something.
Yes,
yeah.
allergic, or even now if you're not allergic, if you use a very strong perfume or a strong colorant on your skin for a really long time, over a period of time, it can degrade all of those ceramides from your skin. So your skin will become sensitive in the longer run. So that is what sensitive skin is all about. So you need to pick up your formulations and the products that you use on your skin very mindfully. You need to twist those labels around and check them and see what all you're putting on your skin.
Right. Actually, you explained that really well. So essentially, from what I understand, your ceramides would be like the bodyguards to your skin. And when you have fewer bodyguards, it's more sensitive
Yes.
skin. Basically, I think, but it can be tricky to even understand or to have sensitive skin because I feel like a lot of people have this paranoia that if I try something and if it messes with my skin, I'm going to break up.
Yeah.
It's going to affect my confidence, it's going to just trigger something. And I feel like all of us tend to hesitate a bit before we try something new. For example, when you have this information, I think you're able to approach it in a more informed manner, which is great.
And it's important as well. I feel like just being mindful about what you're applying on your skin can help you in a lot of different ways. And if you know, for example, a product has extremely harsh chemicals and you have your checklist of sorts, okay, I don't want this in my product, then it's slightly easier to choose something that you might want to put on your skin. Now I know that having this checklist might seem very daunting, and that's why again Simple is really helpful in that because
Absolutely.
they've already made and cancelled out that checklist
Right,
for you.
right.
So for example, if you have a product that has high fragrance, chuck it. Make sure your cleanser is very gentle. You don't want anything that's too soapy that would strip your skin off. You want it to be nourishing and moisturizing as well. And also be careful before you buy a trending product.
Yeah.
I know trends are not for everyone. Something that might work for me or for her might not work for you. Everyone's skincare and skin is so subjective. And as we said, always make sure you patch test near your wrist or near your elbow, like the inner elbow. Those are the two best places to try anything out.
Yeah, these pointers are actually so helpful. Awesome. I think we should call our third musketeer.
Yes.
Charu, are you here?
So today we are talking about sensitive skin. And I just heard that you were talking about ingredients. Let me just start by saying that there's so many ingredients today and everybody is jumping off. Whether I should buy salicylic acid, retinol, benzoyl peroxide, the newest one. So these ingredients are strong, yeah, they might give results as well, but they could be really damaging to your skin, especially if you have a sensitive skin. For example, there are specific ingredients like benzoyl peroxide, retinol. These are drugs basically.
Yes.
Yeah? Those have to be used under a dermat supervision.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the sensitivity to these ingredients increases because you're exposed to sun, pollution, and your skin becomes even more sensitive. Yeah, so that's why we need to be careful while we are using these ingredients. So the way we did last time, I have another demonstration to show you.
My favorite part.
Yes, what these harsh ingredients can do to your skin. Let's go. Yeah.
Wow, flowers. What do you have in store for
Yes.
us?
So this is something on today's topic, which is sensitive skin. Actually, this topic is very close to my heart and the entire team who's working on Simple, because A, we are very choosy on ingredients that we pick up. Secondly, we do a lot of testing, even with the most sensitive skin, to ensure that the ingredients and the product is mild and safe to be used. So today, what you see in market, and you were talking about trending ingredients, there are acids like salicylic acid, there are retinols. Now everybody is going gaga about these ingredients, and in fact percentages, 10%, 20%. So these are ingredients which are strong. They might not work for everyone, especially if you have sensitive skin, yeah, and they could be really damaging your skin barrier and impairing it. And hence what I want to show you today is a demonstration of that. So there are two beakers that you see. One has a salicylic acid solution. The other one is a witch hazel solution. So these rose petals represent delicate skin. Yeah, this is just a creative visualization to show you actually how these ingredients respond to your skin.
Gulab si komal twacha.
Yes. Yes. So I would request you both to dip these roses into the solution.
And do we know which is which?
Oh, let me keep it a
figure
surprise.
out.
We'll
Yes.
figure it out.
So now we come back after 1.5 hours and see what happens to these.
Exciting.
Alright.
Gulab murjha gaya.
Yeah, the difference is
Guys, do you see the difference?
And how?
very clearly. Mine is fresh as the morning,
I'm guessing this is witch hazel.
Yes.
and yours is salicylic acid.
Correct. So the one which was dipped in sal acid withers away, while the one which was dipped in witch hazel is hearty and healthy.
So I'm guessing usually like retinol, and you spoke about percentages, right? I think when a dermat recommends it, they know what's happening to your
Correct.
skin, therefore. So it's definitely not recommended to just use your own brains and go and pick up any products with these harsh.
Is jumping onto the bandwagon of
Yeah.
just using anything and
Yes.
everything.
So I guess we're not saying that don't use it, we're saying only if a dermat
And the
recommends it
percentage,
for
like
the
whatever.
issue.
If you're aware of your skin type and the needs and how much of active should be used on your skin, then only you should go ahead and use
Yeah,
it.
but-
Otherwise, rely on Simple. So we believe in getting the most kindest of ingredients for Simple and designing potent yet effective products.
You're obsessed with
For
my
this
rose.
for this fun experiment
Oh.
Thank you so much.
for you.
Every time I think nothing more can surprise me, but it does.
But actually seeing it makes such an impact.
It does. That rose literally just went.
Bye. The final point in this checklist, to be honest, is that if you have skincare, basically stay away from harsh ingredients, even if they're trending. I think that's very important.
You want to stick to products that are simpler, easier, don't have a lot of nasties in there to make sure your skin can, repair itself and be the healthiest version of itself.
True. Doesn't matter if there are sales, ek pe ek free, do free, doesn't matter. Just be mindful and just be kind to your skin. Thank you, Shreya. It was so much fun. Yet again.
Yes.
And I'm glad we got to discuss sensitive skin, and it's absolutely okay. So you're not alone if you have sensitive skin and you're struggling with it.
Hopefully this session helped you guys, especially if you have sensitive skin, and in making a routine that's manageable for you and that makes sure that your skin is, protected.
So I hope you enjoyed this, and we do this every week with Simple, with your favorite skin experts. So Shreya, I'll catch you another time
Definitely you
where
will.
we have another fun topic, a common issue that we all face. So if you're keen to watch us discuss dehydrated skin, then please join us for the next episode of Shriya and Shreya with Simple
Come back.
Skincare.
And this couch.
Today we're going to be discussing one of the most pressing skin concerns of all time.
And I see that people get confused between dry skin and dehydrated skin, and they feel it's the same thing while it's not. So we have 3 ingredients that you want to make sure are there in your moisturizer. Shreya, I love your comparison. Yeah.
See, I'm not just here for the free products,
You're
guys.
learning.
Yes, I'm learning.